Hey guys, Southside Spirits. I'm going to be trying something a little different. I'm going to be doing a live analysis of the new Genesis teaser trailer for PSO2. Alright, let's get into it. So, first thing I think when I see this is that it looks a hell of a lot like Nefarious. Except, nothing like the level layouts we've seen before. Which makes me think they're either completely redesigning the planet or introducing new planets in this expansion. Which, anything is really possible in this. Sega really hasn't said much. Besides, you will be keeping your character. Let's get that out of the way. Sega confirmed that on Twitter. So don't worry if you're worried about losing progress. Alright, let's keep going. Brand new expansive world. Judging from this and the gameplay later on in the video makes me think that they're probably going to be departing from the pretty dated style of the open world combat in this, where it's quote-unquote open world. You're really just running through a bunch of narrow corridors where you can't go anywhere else. But here's just hoping that they're much wider and more fun to play in. Yeah, this pretty much confirms it right here. Also, this is interesting. The signposts they have. Which really makes me wonder if they're going to try and do some open world shenanigans here. This actually has me quite excited. Hold on, I'm going to take a bite of Lucky Charms real quick. Give me a second. Alright. Okay, let me just say, this looks absolutely fantastic. If the way this looks makes it into the final version of this expansion, that will be fucking awesome. No, hold on, let me go back. Really wonder what this is. My personal theory is that they're going to be adding possibly like a hub to the planet itself, instead of just having one central planet or one central hub up in the Ark's fleet. So who knows? Okay, so when it says unknown threats, I'm probably 70% sure here that this is a fall spawn. Because the red color theme and the way it has the black plating on it and stuff. But the reason I question this is because later on there's these exact enemies but in the color blue, which is not very characteristic of the fall spawn. So it makes me wonder if they're introducing a whole new enemy class into the game. Also, we can notice here that they have completely redone the UI pretty much. Not to the point where it's unrecognizable, but it looks much more clean and representative of how a game should be looking in 2020. Also, let me just say this combat overhaul looks fantastic. All the new particle effects and such that come off the swords makes the combat look much more vibrant. Although I do have my worries about how that might be pretty AIDS when there's 12 people spamming abilities on screen at once. But we'll have to see how it turns out. And that's the blue one I was talking about. See, this guy's playing Ranger here. We've got Hunter. Force. Really love this new animation they have for Force. He's casting a regular foe spell. And then, right here, this is what caught my attention. This is a photon blast. This is not how this normally works in the game. I'm really curious as to as to how they're changing this stuff here. Ranger here has some new dodge abilities as well. It's about time. But it seems to me like they're probably going to be doing some kind of photon blast system overhaul for the mags, as well as giving Rangers some buffs here for mobility. Yep, sliding around. See, once again he's blue. That makes me question whether it's a false one or not. See, the name here is Deathsword. That of course means nothing to me or anyone else right now, because it's completely new. Sega hasn't released that much information about it. We'll just have to see. Actually, so maybe it's like a phase-based system, because you see he turns red there. So maybe if you do enough damage or some other trigger, it turns red, enters an empowered state. Who knows? So my final impressions. Looks fantastic. This game is about due for a graphical overhaul. The 2012 graphics starting to look quite dated. I know many people started kind of freaking out about this because they thought they were just making a new game, leaving all your progress behind. That is not the case. Sega has confirmed it on Twitter. Your character will be able to carry over. I think that's about all. It looks great. I'm excited for the new combat changes as well. The combat looks much fancier. Possibly open world in some cases. We'll just have to see. Thanks for watching, guys. That was my analysis. See you next time.